Blind Pew here. As you can see, I'm quite far on from the Heart and Soul Nebulae now. Inside the Formidine Rift. For previous transmissions, chronicling how I got here, click on the link appearing now. If you recall, we are looking for a mystery hidden inside the Formidine Rift. A mystery that both the Federation and the Imperials do not want to be found. What is it? We don't know. But clues are detailed in the biography of Lady Kahina Loren, called Elite Reclamation, by Drew Wagger. Link below this holofac if you want to peruse that biography. A clue was that what we were looking for was on a line from Rior to Reedwood. We need to follow that to the edge for the galactic arm, until the stars thin out and keep going. I've interpreted that as meaning, now that I have reached the edge of the rift, I should head directly into the rift and keep going. So I am no longer following the Rior to Reedwood line exactly. I say, that is quite a storm down there. At least 3 cyclones competing for dominance. Glad I'm up here. Anyway, we need to head on, deeper into the rift. But look. I have found something. Alien life in the rift. Gas giant with water-based life. I don't think it is the mystery we are after though, that would be rather underwhelming. So, you can see where I am on the galactic map. About 7,000 light years beyond and 6,000 light years to the left of Sol, in the rift. You can see the Heart and Soul Nebulae in the distance there. The stellar density has certainly thinned out and, as you can see, plotting a route is becoming more problematic. No doubt that will only become worse as we get deeper in. But first, I need to find some materials to boost jump range, just in case. Quite a picturesque planet, isn't it? And there we are. Down. Well, I've not had much luck collecting materials. But I love the look of that ring overhead. That is the problem with this exploring lark. It's so easy to get sidetracked by the unusual. Like this water world. It's some time since I've seen one. I keep checking any planets with potentially breathable atmospheres out here in the rift. Who knows what we might find. I'm now 7,300 light years south of Sol and am hitting real problems. As you can see, I've reached a point where I just can't plot a route even one system at a time. However far I move along here I always reach a point where the gap is too large to jump. I believe that this is the so-called Posal wall. A gap running down the Formidine Rift that is just so wide that it can't be jumped across. However, there are rumors that there are passable points. I've been here for some time now and am making little progress, just skirting up and down the Posal wall. But there is news. It is rumored that there is a passable point less than 1,000 light years away from where I am. It has become known as the Heisenberg-Murdoch crossing, after the pilots that pioneered it. I intend to head there, but the problem, can I actually find a route back? Binary terraformable planets. Interesting, but not what we are after. But this is the Heisenberg-Murdoch crossing. Yes, I can plot a route to this waypoint. Yes, and this one. This may work. Right. Aha. First discovered by Commander Heisenberg 6626. Looks like we are on the right route. Oh. A slight problem. The route has disappeared. I know that the next step is over here. But the gap we have to cross looks far too large, beyond 40 light years. That does not seem correct. Have I gone wrong? Gone somewhat off-piste? Aha. I've solved it. We need to go down, below the galactic plane, slightly to bridge the gap. Whoa. I was not expecting that a small area of dense stars in the middle of the rift. They are all unscoopable. The route crosses this and then heads back up to the galactic plane. This area looks very suspicious. I shall call it the Crimson Reef. Yep. As you can see, no fuel scooping available here. Still on track then. one would have to be so careful exploring this area. It would be very easy to run out of fuel. Jumping to the center of the Crimson Reef. Okay. I don't have time to visit all these systems now, so I'm just checking that none of them have an unusual name. No. Nope. Not that. Nor that one. Doesn't look like it. I need to head off, continuing to follow the Heisenberg-Murdoch crossing. Having reached the other side of the Crimson Reef, we now head back up to the galactic plane. I'll come back for a full investigation of the Crimson Reef when time permits. A very quick stop to see if we can collect some materials to boost jump range, although I've not needed any yet. I just don't get any luck. Do you? Seems pretty low gravity. These bits are flying all over the place. Back we go. Must crack on. So, continuing along the Heisenberg-Murdoch passage. My next waypoint is here 7,550 light years south of Sol now. Not much further on, but this seems to be the real problem area. Progression remains difficult and the route has to be plotted carefully. I can only plot a route to here at this stage. It will have to do. Whether we can plot further will have to wait until we reach that point. Okay. Let's head out.
Frameshift drive charging.
Aha. First discovery, Commander Mad Dog Murdoch. It seems I'm still on the right route. Broadly. Ah, lovely. Now I have reached this point, I can plot a route directly to the next waypoint. It feels as though things are getting easier. The stellar density must be getting ever so slightly higher. Perhaps we are on the very edge of the outer galactic arm now. Excellent. Commander Mad Dog Murdoch continues to lead the way. Yep. It's certainly getting easier. Aha. See what I mean? The stellar density is notably higher just ahead. It must be correct. We are now on the edge of the next galactic arm, having crossed the Formidine rift. For me, with my 36 light-year jump range, the difficult section was not so large then and fell between 7,300 and 7,900 light-years south of Sol. At this point I no longer need to follow the Heisenberg-Murdoch passage. That's a bright sun, alright. So, we can say that we are now on the other side of the Formidine rift. Looking at my position on the galactic map, that gives a useful indication of where the edge of the outer galactic arm starts, as it is not very clear from the map itself. Am I seeing things in which space? That white cloud. Is it new? Creepy. I think I might be going stir crazy out here. Well, I'm taking some time out for a rest and it certainly is peaceful out here. I've found nothing of note yet, but I have heard some news. Commander Salome appears to have joined forces with a group known as the Children of Raxxla, and they plan to set up an armed patrol on the edge of the Formidine rift. Patrolling between two listening posts. Why? I don't know, but the first listening post is here in system IC 1848, sector is TD3-29 at planet A3A. And the second is in system PHRIFO MPED 12-11. Planet A5b. So, the patrol will be, broadly, between these 2 points. Or looking at it from another viewpoint. Between these 2 points. It's an armed patrol, I understand, so it sounds as though they expect some form of hostile approach, arriving from this area. That is, exactly where I am, or through where I am. I suddenly feel rather exposed in my stripped down asp. If only I had not exposed my asp so much. But then, if I had fitted weapons, perhaps I would not have made it this far, as my jump range would have been reduced. You know, this area is so massive that it is difficult to know where to look next. I think that, for now, I'll return to the Crimson Reef and explore that properly, before deciding on my next move. For now. Good luck, commanders. And I'll see you out there. Very oddly, there are only two things that my scanner is picking up in the crash site. One is the cargo racks, but the other is these yellow crates. And even more strangely, only the yellow crates, not these red ones. If we look at the crates, we can see that they bear the company name Kane Massey on one side. I can't make out what this smaller text says. The other side shows some sort of powered screen indicating that the cases themselves are powered. What could they contain? I can't find any way to open them or recover them.